Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today going to be taking a look at and playing some Trail Out. This, is essentially, I say a spiritual successor to Flatout. The second I played this, I've played various Flatout games in the past. Flatout Ultimate Carnage is the one I played the most of, and this feels really similar. And that's a good thing. I liked Flatout. It has... It has the same sort of crazy over-the-top sort of style, the same kind of wacky circuits. It suffers from similar problems to sort of the flat-out games. We are going to grab... So I've got two cars at the moment, the Beetle and the Hermes that I've been driving here. Quite heavily modified Hermes that we've got. Should be... Well, this race is a bit wacky. Yeah, everything about this kind of feels like flat-out. It shares some of the same problems that Flatout had. So the idea is simple. We go and do some quite destructive racing. So a lot of the track is destructive. The tyre bundles will fall over, and a lot of the gantries and all of that will fall down. Cars will take a fair old beating. You can break them. You can actually fire the drivers out of the cars. Whether we'll get to do that or not, I don't know. I was going to go crash into that, but missed it. In this circuit here is kind of your typical chaos sort of figure-of-8 circuit. Now, I was hoping you were not going to turn across. I didn't want to hit you head on. God damn it. So, the reason I went for the hit on the red car there is you get nitro. The main way of gaining nitro is from crashing into other cars. You can get it other ways. I thought that car was going to be sideways across the track. I wanted to see whether that would work, and it does. Well, it doesn't, but it does as well. Like it works in that we flew through the air with the greatest of ease. It didn't really help my race. Oh, well, this has gone not quite to plan. It's kind of how it normally goes when I race around this. I have not had much luck racing around this circuit at all so far. So yeah, it's all like a chaosy race. That didn't know that would happen. It's not supposed to happen. Damn it. That's really not at all how this is supposed to go. Our car is a bit knackered. In fact, our car is quite knackered. Go away. Go away, kind of Camaro-y style thing. It's normally quite fast, that. Yeah, this race has gone completely wrong. It went wrong from the start, and I made it worse when I was curious what would happen. I didn't actually expect the upside-down car to act as a ramp. For science, we had to at least investigate to see if it would work like that. Bloody hell, we nearly got murdered by the leader. Second place did just get killed. We might be able to sneak a second, but that's really going to be as good as we can get, I think, here. Damn it, still can't get a victory. Oh, there is the pink car. That is the car that is in second, I think. We will go give that a hit. Yeah, the leader has just finished. Can I... Oh, come on, spin it out. It really doesn't want to get... There we go. It clung on. It clung on for a surprisingly large amount of time before it actually did get spun out. We were around there. It's a second place, which, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse for me. We were 17 seconds down on the eventual winner. Yeah, not so great. So again, if you've played the earlier flat-out games, it will already be feeling familiar. You've got the drivers that you'll see that will kind of be around the whole way through it. They have their style of cars, if you like, that they stick to even as you go up through the vehicles and everything. We have not got... we need to get 14,000 fans. Hopefully, if we win here, we should get enough. So fans, it's essentially like your XP, if you will. We've got a time trial. I've not done time trials before with anything on here, so we will have a go at the circuits. And the circuits are fun. That I've driven this one very, very long track. This looks very atmospheric going on here. This is a fancy car. This is not some beaten up old, I guess, Lada style. I don't know what it is. We shall see what we can do with it. It is incredibly dark around here. But yeah, so the circuits are all that I've come across are all fun to drive. There is one track that was really long. We're talking like proper rally special stage. It was kind of cool to have as a thing. I'm glad not all of the races are on that sort of circuit, because these kind of games excel on short circuits where there's a lot of chaos to be had. It's fun when there are sometimes kind of different challenges. But Yeah, the more chaos, the better. And there are plenty of circuits that have these split routes. This one looks like the high, or the other line, the other route has you jumping across the track. They can be jumped, and there are faster routes that we only get second. And there are faster routes that might have a little bit more risk. There are somewhere like the sort of hidden routes. You have to jump through buildings. You might have to kind of crash through a wall somewhere. Sometimes you're going to crash into a wall not knowing whether it's a destructible one or not. I've done that for a little bit of a little bit of silliness, shall we say. Yeah, we've been there. Shall we have? You know what, I'm going to have another go at this one. Unfortunately, I can't go back and do these races. If I say, my plan was to go and unlock the new stuff and then go and show that off. Unlock the next championship and then go do that. For some reason, I don't know why you can't replay earlier races to try and get some more XP. It seems like a bit of a weird system, if I'm honest. But we will try and not have a silly accident. We'll try and avoid the start line chaos. And this is where some of the problems that we saw from Flatout, so let's say some of the problems. Flatout Ultimate Carnage, I liked it as a game. It was good fun, but it did have its flaws, and this is very familiar feeling, and it shares a lot of those flaws. Let's start with driving physics. Driving physics are not bad on here. They are very, very arcadey. They're not very sophisticated. It's not terrible to drive by any stretch of the imagination, but it isn't particularly amazing. It's serviceable. Serviceable is probably fair. Oh, that's a very big pile-up, which I don't really want to get involved, but I do want some nitro. Yeah, it's serviceable. I mean, you saw the first race I did around here, my car kind of flipped in a weird way. Well, there is some, I say there's solid crashes, which is good. It does feel like decent impact, and the cars get good visual damage and all of that. Mechanical damage is a little bit limited. If you get really heavily hit, your car will get a touch poorly. Oh, like that, for example. And you can wreck out, you can lose your health bar and all of that, and you will get taken out. This race here is not going to plan at all for me. This is going even worse. This is not going to work at all. But yeah, you don't really get, you don't have wheel. I think you can have a wheel peel off. I've never seen it actually happen, but it's not as ridiculous as, for example, Wreckfest. Yes, I know it's going to get compared to Wreckfest in kind of some ways, because the Wreckfest was kind of a successor to Flatout, although it was a lot more detailed. This is a lot more on the arcade side, which is fine. So I think in this manner. The physics, as I said, can get a little bit funky. You saw the car roll over weirdly in one of these banked corners for reason unbeknownst to me, pretty much. But yeah, sometimes they do weird things. What is the yellow car? Oh, no, it's finished now. That must have been hidden by other arrows. Yeah, you can sometimes get some weird physicsy stuff. But the field seemed to get really spread out in this. I know we're only racing against 8 cars. Okay, sure. It's not the biggest grid in the world, but as you can see here, the sort of difficulties that go on with the AI cars can sometimes just have them all over the place, which is a little bit of a shame, really. As I said, this game excels. I don't know what this game mode is. Hunter, sure, let's try. This game excels when there is a lot of chaos going on. You want as many cars as possible all around, racing, banging doors and everything. And it doesn't happen enough of the time from the races that I've done, whether it be on a sensible circuit, whether it be on a silly circuit. It just doesn't seem to quite work. Which is a little bit of a shame. Is this... Oh, okay. Destroy cars. Yeah. My camera is stuck looking back. Problems! I've broken things. Apparently, if you look back as it gives you a... Hold on. Oh, there we go. We fixed it. So this is the game's answer to Crash Canyon. Sure. Let's go and wreck some cars this way, I guess. I technically don't have... I'm just trying to kill as many cars as I can, I think, in this. So I technically don't have to follow the track, maybe? I guess. So yeah, this is the Crash Canyon, which is always good to see. A little bit fancier, or Crash Canyon, Crash Alley, or however you want to call it. A little bit fancier than the original, shall we say. We will... Oh, smack into you, and I've now fallen over. We're going to have to reset that. We have reset over here. That's fine. We've got rid of one. Right, let's just go around this way. That's fine. We'll run into them here. I've got quite a lot of life. On this. Oh, that was a great launch. You could have some quite funny crashes. I think I'm going to have to try this one again. Let's just try again. Hopefully without me breaking the camera immediately. Yeah, as I said before, I get distracted by this. There are fun game modes such as this one. But also, when it goes to races, things just seem to get really spread out. And that's not really what you want. Now, I know no one likes crazy rubber banding AI. That can also be annoying, and I do appreciate that. It can be. But I would rather have AI around me for the races. I don't want to be driving around on my own. That's not that exciting on this game. It's not bad. Like, it's just, you are driving around on your own. It isn't awful to drive. However, it's most fun the more cars you have going on. And, oh dear. And yeah, too often I find myself just cruising around on my own. And that was something that Flatout could do as well. It was a very kind of familiar thing, is that the field could sometimes get quite spread out with these kind of crashes. Oh, that was a good hit. Or crashes with mayhem and all of that sort of thing going on. Your car is heavily damaged. Why will your car not explode? Basically, if I explode 2 of these, I win. I probably didn't need to reset the other one, to be fair. Okay, so that one there is gone. Can't see through the smoke. Oh, there's a car there. Did I hit it with the wreck? I think I hit it with the wreck of the car. I'm not sure. My engine is a little bit poorly. Where is the car? Did I explode or did they explode? Things have exploded and I don't know if it was good or not. It was good. It was a good explosion. You have good explosions and bad explosions, and that one was a good one. I think we both exploded, but it's fine because that means I win. Yeah, we'll take it. We will take it. We are first. We have a whole bunch of fans going on there, which is nice. So yeah, from the racing standpoint, as fun and as wacky as it can be, it can also be a little bit flawed. One thing I will say, this game does get very well. There's more attention to detail in this than I was going to say than I expected. It's not just a flat-out clone, so to speak. There has been some decent attention to detail, especially when it comes to the vehicles, which is always good to see. So when you get a car, when you unlock a car or buy a car, you buy it in parts form, essentially. So I'm going to build a new car. I haven't got a B-class car yet. What do we want? Ooh, let's go for the Skyline style thing. So you can, I mean, money is actually quite easy to come by as well in this game, which is nice to see. So let's go and buy this body. So you're buying like the basics of the car here. There are some very silly cutscenes going on, and then you can buy the body shell, and you can go for, do you want to go for reinforced body shell, and it will make it slightly stronger, but it'll make it slower accelerating. So I'm going to go for the armored body on this one because I didn't mean to press back there. Bugger. I keep doing that. Right, so we bought the armoured body. And then we can go and buy the engine. Now, we do have the money. Just go and whack the big turbocharged engine in this one, which is what we want. But I like the little detail on this. You can go through here. As I said, money's not too bad, so I haven't really felt the need to be particularly stingy. Outside of the very beginning of the game, most of the time you're just going to put on all of the good stuff. You're going to put on strength and stuff, and so on, because, yeah, why wouldn't you? I want those. So these don't technically make any difference, but spiked wheels is the way to go. We can put big old nitrous system. I'll get a proper refilling nitrous, so I don't have to worry about crashing. Now, one of the fun things I will say with this as well, if you get it, so when you have the sponsor paint job, so it costs a bit of money to buy it. However, you earn extra money at the end of the races. This one here will give you more fans, so more XP. We'll actually go for the fan one on this. And it gives you free repairs, which is nice. Otherwise, you have to pay for the repairs. Not very much money. We're only talking like $50, $60 at the end of a race if your car is completely smashed to bits. But it's fun little details like that in it that I wasn't expecting there to be like a building aspect. I was expecting cars to be there, and then that's kind of be it to unlock. And you do get in here a little thing that will send you challenges, essentially, to get some more XP, and because it's kind of all like a live streamy kind of tournament that this is going on, you get like little bits of money from that as well, which is kind of fun. So we will go, and I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to use my new car. Can I use my car? No, it'll only... Will it let me run this? It's technically supposed to be C-Class, though that's actually faster, and that's faster accelerating and stronger. This is higher top speed. Is it going to let me do this? It does let me do it. Let's see what happens. We've technically got a much better car. Maybe this is the cheesing that we need to do to get through this bloody race. It's worth a try. Let's see if this will actually do it. I've also got a cat headbutting my foot. Hello, Cass. You once upon a time you wouldn't disturb me when I was recording, but now he doesn't care. Thank you, Kitty Cass. Right. Pretend Skyline, or kind of pretend Skyline. Oh, well, we've murdered that one quite well, and now I'm having wobbly moments. Well, we're not winning this. And this is what I say. This is one of the things. Like, I know at this point I'm not winning this race. It's such a short race, and without a huge amount of ridiculous luck, we're never ever going to catch up. So there's no point in me keeping going. There's no point in me running that race because it'll waste a couple of minutes. Because there is no real catch-up mechanics to it. Well, it might be a little bit, but not really as far as I have seen. Oh, this is a mess. Go on, Skyline, you can make it through, and indeed you have. Now, I will say, in tradition, in keeping with the flat-out theme, oh no, you... Oh, damn it, it was going so well, and then we fell over immediately. About to say, in keeping with almost flat-out tradition, I love the soundtrack on this game. It is very much my sort of music, which you don't see. Now, of course, I can't play it. I don't know what's copyrighted and what isn't, so I always turn off music when I'm doing videos on a game. But it is my kind of music on the soundtrack on the most part, which is awesome to have in a game. It just brings me back. And I know there are flaws with this, most definitely, but it brings me a huge amount of nostalgia for flat-outs of old, in a very sort of wacky demo derby racer. And I'm glad to see that in a game. Like, it's fun. It's really good fun to have this style of racer. Wreckfest is an amazing game, do not get me wrong. Wreckfest is a fantastic game. This is kind of slightly different fun can be had with this one. Nowhere near as polished, but there's still entertainment and definitely nostalgia value. You know, when you play this, it feels like flat out. Wreckfest feels, of course, like its very own entity, which is, you know, how it should do and everything. No, stop. Oh, we might have got saved by the AI there. And that's not, again, I know I compare it to flat out a lot. That is essentially a good thing in this. I have a lot of fond memories of playing at flat out, particularly Ultimate Carnage. So it's enjoyable to jump back into that sort of thing. I don't know if there are special vehicles later on in the game, possibly. The kind of stuff you can buy from the junkyard, you do get more cars for beating the various kind of boss characters, if you like. We are across the line. We will take victory. That car definitely did the trick. We did have to cheese it a little bit to make that one work, because we were using a car much higher class than we probably should have been. Hey, look, it worked. At the end of the day, I finally got first around that race. We got a load of fans for that one. Jesus. Not much money, but I said the money's not really much of a problem, which is actually kind of nice. I like that the money isn't much of a problem. I might say it should be a lot stingier at the start of the game. It's quite like I've not played crazy long in this, and I've already got enough money that I can buy whatever car I want and not really be worrying about it. Late game, I want that from my games. Early game, I want to be scrounging for parts a little bit more, if that makes sense. It may be a little too generous for money, although I would rather it be more generous than be really punishing and grindy. You don't want the game to be a grind fest trying to get any sort of part, but you do want it to be a little bit more of a challenge perhaps than it is. Let's go. I don't know what an escape is. Let's go and have a go at an escape. This sounds like fun. Remain in front to win. Oh, okay. Maybe we have to stay at the front of the pack for 20 seconds. that's kind of cool. I always like, you know, I play a lot of racing games. I always like games that try some slightly different rule sets, so to speak. Not just straightforward. Here's a race. Here's a demo derby. Oh, no, okay. It's not it's an elimination race. I thought it was going to be a slightly more complicated way of doing things than just a straightforward elimination. Oh, I was hoping it was going to be like yeah, you have to kind of accrue time at the front, although it would be difficult if a fast starting car is on pole. Oh, things have exploded down there. Christ. What on earth did that car hit? Can't really see where I'm going. I could do with some headlights, I'm not going to lie. Headlights would be good. The refilling nitro is good. I thought I had the maximum tier on my previous car. I must have not done that. Come back here, Camaro alike. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the time trial around here. This is such a dark level. As I said, it's atmospheric, but there is a time where it becomes, I kind of need to see where I'm going as well. We are not going to be quite having a look. How much longer have we got? Not long, I would have thought, to go in this race. We're down to 6. Okay, actually, there's only eliminated a couple of cars so far. Oh, what is down there? I can't see what I'm hitting. Is it debris? Did somebody scatter barrels and stuff across there? Or maybe one of the car, maybe like the last place car exploded, and I might have to boost the brightness a little bit on this one. Yeah, the brightness might be boosted in post, so when you're looking at it, you might actually be able to see what's going on. Oh no, it's bits of car, I think. I don't know. Yeah, you might be able to see better what's going on than I currently can. I've got a bit of glare going on in my office as well, which doesn't help, but this still feels very dark. We've got that Camaro not that far behind. I've got to be careful of... oh, there goes another one. There goes the... can I go through that? Yep. Most bits of scenery, outside of solid walls, most bits of scenery are destructive, which is fun. To kind of plough through random stuff. Not a lot. I mean, the rocks will stop you here. The hell is down there? Yeah, there is a wreck of a car in the fire. In fact, everything's got stuck down there. The eliminator is working. What is the eliminator? So, okay. I think something chases after you. By the looks of it. So the next element. So it doesn't immediately pop the car straight away. Something else happens. So I wonder if it is like a missile or something chases after. Because yeah, something's fired. So I guess it gives you a little bit of time to like overtake. It's not long, but you get a little bit of time to overtake what's ahead, whatever it is. That's the wreck of one of the trucks. Oh. Okay, I like it. I mean, this car is very good. So I mean, we have cheesed it quite a lot here, if I'm honest with you. We've gone very cheesy. Oh, thing got fired. We almost did a backflip off of there. Oh, and there's a slow-mo wobbly flame. Oh, that's the guy out of the car. Yeah. It is quite difficult to launch people out of the cars, but it can happen. You can get the drivers ragdoll out the windows. There are even a couple of the minigames. Sadly, not as many as we got in Flatout. Or at least, maybe I haven't unlocked all of them. But when we go into Freeplay, I'll show you quickly. If we go... Oh, there is actually a split screen option as well, which is cool. You don't actually see that very often in modern games, which is a little bit of a shame. Kind of a lost thing. Where are we going? Stunts. Yes, we have got the stunts. Unfortunately, there's only kind of two here. We've got the dartboard and we've got the bowling pin. So we don't have things like the high jump, the skipping stones, all of the curling, the whole host of ones that was on Flatout. Now, whether there might be more on the way, I don't know. Possibly. So yeah, we've got to try and boost our way there. I'm not actually 100% sure what the controls are of this. Not sure if I just have to crash and get launched out automatically, or did not do a good job of carrying speed through there. There we go. Okay, let's come up. Whoa. Okay, we've gone... No. Okay, I went too high. 0 points have definitely been accrued on that one. So you get the idea. I did get 0 points. I didn't do very well. Can I cheese my way through these barriers? I don't know if I can. Right, okay, there we go. Okay, so fling. Right, go forward. We're going to get on the board? No. Not quite on the board. Still not on the board. That's... Well, yeah, not great. Funnily enough, we're not winning this one, I don't think. I'm not quite sure what I need to do more of. More boost, maybe? More speed? Some of that would be helpful, I think. Can I just clear out all of those? There we go. Right. Go, 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 go. I swear we're going to completely overshoot the board. Oh, yeah. No! Hey, we got 5 points! Was that not a double 5? Who knows? Oh, hello. We're just doing a little dance. Not very good at that one. Yeah. It's not quite as advanced. I'll say not quite as advanced. Yeah, it kind of isn't as quite as technical as the old flat-out ones. You kind of just fling your person at the board. Shall we have one more? You know, we'll have one more race. We'll have one more go at a demo derby. Wherever I lost my cursor. There it is. I think domination is the demo derby event. I'll go with my... Actually, that's stronger. Oh, let's go in this. Let's do it. This is a kind of a last man standing. You gain points for doing damage to other vehicles, so you can go out of the event and still win. In fact, the chances are if you're going to win, you probably will have gone out before the end of it because you're going to be trying to do damage. I mean, I kind of like it, actually. Last man standing demo derbies, the problem with them always is that you just kind of want to avoid contact until the end, whereas at least this way... Oh, frame rate's having an issue. Why are you having an issue? My computer is very powerful. I know there is a lot of debris going on, but still. Probably shouldn't be having too much of a problem there. Oh, that's an alright hit there. No, we don't want to be in the corner. We really don't want to be in a corner! Oh, thankfully the truck actually took the hit there. We are wearing a tyre as a hat. That's fine. I'm really struggling to move. What exploded? I don't know. We've actually got a half-decent amount of points, which surprises me considering we've been stuck in a corner for so long. I mean, my technique for these, probably a little bit cheaty in some ways. I mean, it's not great on this arena either, but I tend, all I do... Oh, I'm afraid I was really not liking this. Come on. I tend to just drive around in circles, and then if I see a stranded car, bump it, and then go back to driving around in circles. Now, it works better if you can just hit and run, because you can do some damage and then keep moving, and then, whoa, not have that happen. So, hit, get some points, well, run away, and then hopefully hit this one. Oh, get some points, run away, and just keep doing that. I'll eventually blow up. But I'm hoping I can score enough points that it won't matter too much. There is... Oh, we got some oversteer through all of that. There is some cars down here. That's a big hit. I'm just hoping we can score enough points. There, we did score a good chunk of points. Don't think it was actually worth that. We are very close to going out. That car is also pretty poorly... Oh, we did. Oh, no! We are definitely eliminated. We might still get second or third, I think. I don't think we've got enough points to win that. Maybe. No, we slipped to fourth in the end. Damn. That car is not the best for that particularly. I'd have to build a truck up for sort of heavy duty. And that is the case, you know, that Skyline, for example, is quick but not as strong. You can go and buy the trucks and build those up and focus more on the strength and use that one. We've still got a good chunk of fans and everything for that. I also like little neat features that I shall point out is if you've been taken out of the game, taken out of the race, your character loads in with like all like the medical stuff and they're all cut and bruised and stuff. I think I'll flag out the car, which it's not a big thing, but it's just little details like that are kind of fun. So yeah, I mean, the nostalgia for Flatout I really enjoy. It is definitely fun. It is not sophisticated, but there are some nice little touches, some fun cars. If, like me, you enjoyed the old Flatout games and want another one, essentially, that is almost very faithful, sticking to the Flatout formula, this will be good entertainment for you. It does have a lot of the same flaws, in that physics can be a little bit wonky, but more often it's kind of... The AI is almost random difficulty. Sometimes it'll be frustratingly hard, sometimes it'll be very easy, and then sometimes you'll have really boring races where you're running around on your own. But when everything is right,
it is an awful lot of fun. And I do like the building of cars and some of the options and so on. So yeah, there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.